Have you thought about how running a marathon can be very similar to preparing for retirement? It requires patience, persistence, and also a strong finish. In fact, most experienced marathoners typically recommend to end stronger than you started. And the same goes for retirement planning. Hi, I'm Matt D'Amico. I'm a financial advisor here at Networth Advisors. And in today's video, I want to share 10 strategies that can help you confidently finish your working years and prepare for that next phase of retirement. The first strategy we're going to talk about here today is really running the numbers. While it's impossible to accurately predict how long your life savings will last, you can actually run the numbers and stress test it to really get more of an accurate idea. And so this stress test really allows you to notice what the risks are and develop a plan to mitigate that over time. The second strategy is test driving your retirement. Really what this means is try living on a reduced budget for a couple months to get more of an accurate idea of what that retirement may feel like. For example, a general rule of thumb is typically in retirement, you'll need about 80% of your current income. And so once you take the time to develop this, then you're able to adjust it and make those changes where you see necessary. The third strategy I want to review here today is the idea of ramping up your savings. Now, it may sound like common sense, but as you approach retirement, it's important to really ramp up those savings. And so that includes a few things like cutting expenses or even increasing the contributions to those retirement accounts. If you didn't know, the IRS actually helps you along with this as well. If you're age 50 or older, they have what's called a catch-up contribution. And so that gives you the opportunity to contribute a little bit more into those 401ks and those IRAs, those retirement accounts. The fourth factor to consider here is deciding where you want to live. In retirement, housing can be one of those largest expenses. And so whether you're relocating down south maybe, or staying where you currently are, you need to have a plan for those housing costs that's right for your situation. The fifth step in this process is evaluating your investments. Now this goes without saying, but it's really important to make sure you're comfortable with your investments and make adjustments where you see necessary. This is also a good opportunity to consider the risk of sequence of returns, which can have a real negative impact on your withdrawals, especially during those market downturns. The sixth step in this process is creating a social security strategy. Electing these benefits can have a severe impact on your monthly income. Whether you elect the benefits sooner or defer them to maximize those benefits, the most important thing is making sure the decision is best with your situation. The seventh strategy I want to talk about here today is understanding those healthcare options. In retirement, healthcare costs can be very significant. On average, every couple in retirement can expect to pay over $300,000 in healthcare related expenses. And so taking the time to understand those Medicare options and what you have available can really help protect those assets and protect your retirement lifestyle. The eighth strategy to consider is long-term care. Long-term care costs are on the rise, with the average nursing home being over $10,000 per month. While it's certainly not right for everybody, considering long-term care insurance to protect this uncertainty. The ninth step in this process is to put a tax plan in place. Strategic tax planning is a crucial part of your retirement plan. And it's important to be aware that different retirement accounts are taxed differently. And so by taking the time to plan those withdrawals can actually reduce what your tax burden is, but also ensure that more money gets passed down to your family and less that goes to Uncle Sam. And finally, the last step in this process is seeking out professional advice. Those few years right before retirement are very critical when it comes to financial planning. I like to call that the retirement danger zone. Even if you've taken the time to build out your financial plan, working with a professional can help fine-tune some of those strategies. Are you ready to see if Networth's the right fit for you? Give us a call at 724-746-3585 or email schedule@networthadvisorsllc.com.